Just a quick one, guys, before we get into today's video. I want you to check out the channel's official clothing store, RFC Clothing. Each design is limited edition and is perfect to wear on a match day, on the terraces at Ibrox, down your local, or cozy in the comfort of your own home. Do browse our t-shirts by going down into the link in the description or going to rfcclothing.com. Anyway, let's get into today's video. And hello everybody, welcome back to the channel, guys. Hope you're all well. Before we do get into today's video, as always, please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Rangers content. Guys, it's been a couple of days, of course, since an upload. That's not just out of me just taking a day off or days off. It's just due to there not really being much substance, not enough to talk about and not enough to make a video on. But today, guys, I thought maybe, I'll speak a bit about Rangers, give you a bit of a Rangers fix. We have got an update with regards to a certain situation as contact has been made. We've also got a bit of an update with regards to Ridvan Yilmaz, whilst also providing you an update with regards to a few other bits and pieces within the Rangers space. But we are now over the hurdle of that weekend, well, kind of, obviously, on Sunday. And of course, as we get into next week, it's going to be the build-up, of course, to the Scottish Premiership again, where Rangers are set to return and are taking on Hibernian at Ibrox in an affair that, again, is a must-win for Rangers. It really is. Of course, we were robbed off the chance of going back to the top of the table in the last game against Dundee. That game has since then, of course, been rescheduled. We updated you that in a recent video, but just before we do get into the news, I just want to have a little look at the fixtures that are coming up before the split. Of course, Hibernian at home, Celtic at home. These two games need to be must-wins. And then following that, Dundee away, Ross County away. And that is us for league business until the split. So 9 games to go, if you like. 4 of them we can already see. And I personally think if we win all 4 of those matches, we stand in a very, very good chance to go on and win this league title. Following that, then of course we'll take on Hearts. But the Old Firm game is something that we need to win. Well, every game we need to win, but the Old Firm in particular, that can give us a 5-point buffer, considering we win all our other games, which means we can go to Parkhead and get a draw. I don't want to play for a draw, but you kind of want that safety net, or you could even lose and still be at the top of the table and win the rest of those games. So it is imperative we do get over this Old Firm hoodoo that we seem to have, especially this season, against, not to be disrespectful, a poor Celtic side. Despite them being so poor this season, we still failed to go on and beat them in both of the Old Firm matches. So we really do need to put that to bed come this next game on the 7th of April, which I am buzzing for. But next up for us, of course, guys, is Hibernian. Now, there has been an update with regards to Ridvan Yilmaz. Since the January transfer window, we've seen Ridvan Yilmaz has been a very key player to what we've been about so far this season. Certainly has taken the shirt as the first choice left back. But there were injury worries. The Turkey manager being fairly coy on the situation. Reports are stating that Ridvan Yilmaz has now been released from international duty and sent back to Rangers. Yes, this obviously comes after he came off the park on the 27th minute in their recent match. And as stated, the manager after the game actually provided a bit of an update and said we'll monitor the player. And it did seem as though it wasn't that bad. However, now, of course, we do have confirmation that he has been sent back to Rangers. So here's hoping, of course, fingers crossed, that it isn't that serious, because I do think Ridvan is our better left back out of him and Borna Barisic, and certainly has been a player that's been fantastic so far this campaign, or certainly the second part of the campaign since January. So hoping, of course, it's not a serious matter, and hoping, of course, he's going to be ready to go for that game against Celtic, or in fact, even that game this weekend against Hibernian. But we'll certainly find out as the international break goes on, and we sort of get to that territory where it's all talking about where Philippe Clement allows us and gives us an update via the press conference and states this, that and the other, and gives us a proper update and a head count on our squad at this moment in time. But fingers crossed, as stated, there is no more injuries and there is no more problems, because this international break was supposed to be a period where we could relax and allow our players to come back again after we had a proper injury crisis in this first part of the year. So fingers crossed. Now, according to Football Insider, Rangers have offered John Lundstram a new contract recently, but talks over a new deal have now stalled. Yes, the 30-year-old is set to become a free agent in the summer when his contract expires. Sources say that the Gers are still hopeful that Lundstram will extend his stay at Ibrox, but there are fears that he is waiting for potential offers from Premier League clubs. Lundstram is currently one of the top earners in Philippe Clement's squad with a wage over £20,000 per week. The Rangers boss is a huge admirer of Lundstram, and he has publicly praised the midfielder for his impact both on and off of the pitch. He is a leader in the dressing room and on the pitch. You need someone like that, Clement recently said. Lundstram has been with Rangers since 2021 when he joined the Glasgow Giants from Sheffield United. He had made 144 appearances for Rangers across all competitions, scoring 11 goals and assisting 7. Lundstram has been one of the first names on the team sheet this season, having appeared in all of the 2 games in the 23-24 campaign. As stated, guys, that's what the sort of mainstream media are coming up with at this moment in time, that he has been offered a brand new contract, and talks had began again as we've gone into this period. However, they still stalled, and we aren't quite meeting in the middle with regards to what John Lundstram wants and what Rangers think he's worth. Now, the situation with John Lundstram, I do believe that the guy should be getting a decent wage. He's been a very, very impactful player so far, a player that's on over £20,000 per week, and him being 30 is a situation where he has to look after his best interests. I know it's a cliche saying about, Rangers or players have a very short-lived footballing career, which is absolutely true, and he has probably got to take the best financial incentive for himself because, well, it is his last big contract, if you like. So I can't blame the guy from stalling at this moment in time, especially if Rangers are being cheap like it is being reported to, and doesn't think he's worth X amount of wages. I would say, based on his performances so far this season, he can be a key contributor. However, I do get Rangers' thought process of maybe not offering a 4-year contract for a player that's 30 years old. That could be on the decline. There has been moments where John Lundstram has been not the best player, especially last season wasn't that great. The start of his first part as a Rangers player under Steven Gerrard wasn't that great. Of course, had that run to the Europa League final, was amazing. Did go missing the season after and then came back. So I do understand Rangers maybe, reservations to offering a really long-term contract on X amount, and you should be very shrewd with your business. But yeah, hopefully we can find a way in the middle, Rangers and John Lundstram. We can get the contract done, but something that makes sense for both parties would be the ideal situation, and probably is why it is still stalling at this moment in time. Now, another bit of news as well, guys, is with regards to Abdallah Sima. Now, everyone's forgotten about Abdallah Sima, but the player is set to return very, very soon. The hope, of course, he is returning after the international break, and I just want to say, be fair, because this man was on target for 30 goals this season, and I think he's going to be able to help us out with our bluntness and our toothless attacking front at this moment in time, and certainly will be a welcome boost back into the Rangers ranks. So really looking forward to seeing the big man return. But Rangers fans, that's all I've really got for you today. Unfortunately, there's not so much stuff going around the space, but hopefully gave you a bit of a Rangers fix, gave you an update with regards to John Lundstram, gave you an update with regards to Ridvan Yawez, and as stated, had a little talk about our fixtures coming up. But Rangers fans, do let me know your thoughts on John Lundstram. Do you think he should get a new contract, or do you think he will sign a new deal? Let me know your thoughts on Abdallah Sima. Do you think he's going to have a big impact in this run-in? And are we going to win the title or the treble? Let me know what you think down there in the comment section below. That brings us to the end of today's video. As always, please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Rangers content. Remember, we do have Rangers t-shirts available on our website, so do browse the collection by going down into the link in the description or going to rfcclothing.com. Thank you guys, and I'll see you all next time. Take care. Peace.